Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to go over my free-to-play account progression and also cover the different events that are running in this update. We're going to start obviously with my account situation, and as you can tell, I reached floor 94. I could be higher, but it is getting kind of annoying pushing without a proper fourth team that I don't have, but I should get soon, I think. And also, as soon as I get to floor 101, I will need 5 teams, and I cannot really do that. It's a bit annoying. So yeah, we're going to cover which kind of teams I'm running and what my plans are in a second. But first, I wanted to mention that I Rainbow 5'd Gustang. If you follow me on, well, not really followed me, but if you join Discord and you read the chat every now and then, you would know that I Rainbow 5'd this guy. And it was really hard because I was super unlucky. After the pools that I recorded that were slightly above average, but not by too much, I had an average of like 71 black market tickets per one copy, which the average should be around 64 or something, but it was okay. Then after I finished recording and I kept playing to get some more tickets, etc., I kept on pulling for him and I hit PT like all the time except 2 times. So I got 7 copies at 100. No, actually 6 copies at 100, one at 99, and the other two around 50 or something. So it was insane bad luck. It took me 1700 tickets in total. That's too much. I mean, I know there are a lot of people that end up with this number of tickets required, but obviously that's not something you want to see, especially when you are still on the lower floors. You're still desperate about like getting more resources, and with the anniversary so close, I definitely didn't want to do that many summons. But at the very least, this guy is finding a Rainbow 5. After I got him there, I was just kind of burnt out, so I stopped pushing. Now I restarted again in the last couple of days. I think when I got into Rainbow 5 was floor 92, something like that. So yeah, I just pushed a couple of floors in the past 2 days. Nothing insane is going well, I will say. We're going to see the teams in a second. I'm definitely happy that I managed to Rainbow 5 Gustang. I don't know if I can get enough resources by the time the new EX unit is released, so for anniversary. I should be able to, but that was a very, like, a lot of tickets wasted, and I don't know if I can recover from it, but I think I can. I'm pretty sure by the time the anniversary is out, I will be around floor 130. It will mostly, like, I will have to put together a fifth team that makes sense. At the moment, I have a plan for a fourth team, but not really for a fifth one, which is also why I'm not pushing too much at the moment. But yeah, what I was running as the fourth team before this update was a Tromray Rainbow 5 with a VV. So these two units were my sort of fourth carry, because if they didn't remove Urek from all the stages, maybe Tromray could have been a carry on his own. Without Urek and also with a nerfed add-in, it's a lot harder for Tromray to have the teams that he can counter. He's still fine. I mean, I just need a sort of sub DPS like Vivi that can deal some single target damage and clean up the leftovers. So that's still decent, but it's way worse than it should have been. Definitely, you can also make Tromray carry a bit more with the right units, but obviously, a free-to-play account like mine does not have the units to make Tromray perform well on his own. So yeah, what can I do? Nothing. So it's kind of disappointing. But now, with this update, they released XSR Plus Kaiser. I'm not a fan of XSR Plus units, as I think most people are not as well. But Kaiser, at the very least, has a good base kit that allows her to deal insane amount of damage. The main problem with that unit is her ability, and unfortunately, there is nothing I can do about it. I just decided at the moment to run Kaiser with Towa to help more with damage, but also for the survivability aspect of it. It's not ideal, I would prefer to have some other units, but it is what it is, and it is kind of working. We're going to see once I show my adventure clears, maybe a little bit. But yeah, so my plan right now is to get Rainbow 5 XSR Plus Kaiser. I already got her to Rainbow 1. I will try to get the last copies out of the data tower. Might not be as easy. I already used the 100 data tower tickets that the pocket certificate gives. And this is more or less the situation I'm in. I have enough tickets to get her to Rainbow 5 just by pooling, but I don't want to do that. I first want to get as many copies as I can from the data tower, which are probably going to be 2, 3 more. And then I'm going to finish off maybe with the last copy. We'll see. So that's my plan. I want her Rainbow 5. I will have to do some investment on her, but not even that much, I think, because she's fairly okay. I tried to give her resistances, but unfortunately, she's still a bit off from the 99% that she should have. So yeah, they're not really effective at the moment. Still, the damage is insane, thanks to Towa, and also thanks to the fact that she's a strong DPS unit just on her own. And also, her Revolution upgrades are really good. I think they're better than the base version one. But the thing is, like, probably if you take the two Kaisers individually, this new one will have higher DPS. Both of them will have terrible survivability, like terrible, trash. But this one will have higher damage. The thing is, if you play them together, SSR plus Kaiser will obviously outdamage XSR plus Kaiser. So the new one will deal less damage when played on the same team. But if you take them individually, I would say the performance of XSR plus Kaiser is going to be higher. So I'm quite satisfied about that. But again, I have to find a way to keep her alive. So I've talked enough about these kind of like units that I'm trying to invest in. I now want to show the teams that I'm running. So let's have a quick look at my latest clears, because I started using Kaiser only on this floor. And we can see here, this is the team I'm running Kaiser in. And there is a lot of kind of firepower here. We have Tawa for the extra defense decrease, resistance decrease, swiftness increase, lots of stuff, lots of stuff. Tawa is insane. Plus Revolution 5 Tawa is giving invincibility to the whole team, so that's even better. Then we have Albelda connected to Kaiser, just to give her invincibility every now and then, but it's not really working that well, so I'm thinking of replacing her, but I don't have any better option at the moment. Then we have a random frontline unit just to tank out some hits. So here we have Zahard. And then we have Hockney, which is going to give some extra energy we don't really care about, but the extra evasion will help at times. So I still decided to keep him there, just so that with a bit of RNG, she's going to win somehow. So that's kind of the plan. It sucks, but I cannot do anything better, unfortunately, because my second team is the Eden team. This one struggles quite a lot, if I'm being honest, because there are a lot of enemies that I cannot really kill unless there is Anniversary War Revolution 5, and unless this guy, no, actually, I mean, even if he's not Rainbow 5, is not a big problem. But definitely I need Anniversary War, because Evan is good at keeping the team alive, but there is no disruption to the enemy. There is no grouping that also Anniversary War provides. So it's a lot weaker than it should be. But at the very least, it is working with enough RNG, and if there is no Gustang in the enemy team or no weird healer that just out heals all my damage, is going to be fine, and it's okay. I mean, I'm quite happy about the team. It could be improved, but I don't have Anniversary War Rainbow 5, so there is nothing I can do here. Then we have the third team. Right now, I just added Chomray in this team, even though it will be removed. So once I need to deploy 5 teams, I will just remove Chomray, put him again with Vivi in another one, and here just add Anna and somebody else. We'll see. So yeah, this is my third team. A bit weird, if we may say so, but yeah, it's still somewhat acceptable. Then we have team 4. Here we just have a random frontline unit like Mashini. She's positioned in a weird way, but we have Anna doing the initial grouping, so it's not a big problem. Then we have Nare providing extra survivability most of the times, unfortunately, to Data Machine because she will be the lowest HP unit in the team. But the extra energy is always going to be funneled on Gustang, which is going to be helpful. We also have David for no real reason. I mean, this team could just be Data Machine in Array, Anna, and Gustang, and it will do fine. At times, we might have to reposition Gustang if he's in a bad place and some units will jump on him, and you might have to do something about it. But in general, this works and there are not many issues. Cannot beat all teams, but well, very few units can, so it's okay. And yeah, this is my current lineup. There's really nothing much that I can deploy other than that. I have a one red anniversary Iwa, but I cannot do much with her. I have an Irang. I might deploy her maybe also instead of Jomrei here. She could also work perfectly fine in this setup. So she might be a good option. Other relevant units. I have Yasracha if we want, but not really that useful in my current situation. I used him at times when I had some tank hats that I couldn't really deal with. So I did use him, but nothing much. Then I have a Rainbow 5 Kunagero. I might use him, but not right now. Maybe on the 5th team. Why not? Other relevant units here, there's really not much I can use. So yeah, that's more or less it. My roster is a bit weak, but there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. So yeah. Okay. And that's the situation for my account, my teams, stuff like that. I don't want to spend too many words on Essence because it's the same as last time. I didn't rework it. I'm quite satisfied with the result. As you can see, I have quite a bit of accuracy and swiftness, dexterity, the same, accuracy and swiftness, strength, accuracy, and swiftness. So overall, I'm happy about this tree. I don't really feel the need to spend more on it. I will just wait it out, keep on stacking some crystals, and then when they make some drastic changes, I will adjust the trees then. So for now, it's fine. Origin Orb, I reached the middle part, like I completed the first step of every single one of them. So now all that is left is just the Suspendium one, so the one that you have to start spending Suspendium. I will only use the expirable Suspendium, so in this case I have 3,000, so I could, but I don't have the books for any of them, so okay. But yeah, I will definitely work on them with the expirable Suspendium. I will not touch the one that is not expirable because obviously I need all of it for anniversary. I'm very, very short on resources, as you can see. So yeah, that's kind of the situation for that. My links, I think you already saw them, but this is the situation. I have 4 at 760, 1 at 780. I can probably take them all at 780 and the last one to 800 with this amount. No, probably not. This is already 29 million. So yeah, no, I cannot. I need a bit more, and then I can take them all to like 780 and this one 800, and that's gonna be good. But yeah, for now they're staying like that. Astrolabe, all of it kind of went to Link XP. Then I did some coins and some Shinsu, but nothing much. I will try to get this one as high as I can. And yeah, that's it for this one too. Then what else do I have to say? Here there is nothing much. Summon whatever. We're going to go over the Pioneer Shop and the 1000 Suspendium Shop in a second. And for this one, the trial area, I'm clearing it all the time that it is available. I neglected it a bit in the initial stages. Now I'm doing the 20 I have available every single day, plus all of them over the weekend. So also tomorrow, I will do 20 more on all of them. This is good to get some black market tickets, and as soon as I will hit 600 trials, which is not too far off, I'm going to get a lot of the tickets, which are hopefully going to make up my reserves for anniversary. And yeah, also for the normal trial, I haven't pushed it in a bit. I can definitely push higher since it's a single team, but we'll see. Also, 2 teams will be fine. So we can get quite high here. And when I will be in need of Suspendium, I will definitely do that. What else do we have? Conquest mode, whatever. I will just make a guide on it, probably later down the line if people don't know how to clear it. I don't want to say properly because there might be better ways, but I will push some more and then I will do the manual clear. I always try to do it on day 2 because this lasts for 2 days. I always do it on the second day after I pushed as much as I can so that I have better rewards, because the rewards on Conquest mode are tied to your adventure floor progression. So that's really important to note. But even if you don't, it's irrelevant. I mean, the changes are minimal. It's just a bit more Link XP, but nothing major. Then for the mock battle facility, there is not much to say. Obviously, max damage on this one, but I think everyone does it now that we have crazy high links. Underground laboratory, I just do one attempt. I don't give a shit about the result. I don't even know where I'm ranked, like 61. Who cares? Fine. Then we have the 2 event battles. Evan is tricky. You need some specific units, otherwise you're never going to do much. And I'm already satisfied with this one. I'm 59, fine, whatever. Is irrelevant, guys. Don't worry too much about placements. Just throw in random teams. It will be okay. Like, you don't really need to try hard those. The rewards are not worth it. Then we have the weekend boss battle. Also this one, I just threw in a random team. I don't have any bossing compositions or whatever on this account. So yeah, just 80-second. It's okay. I don't care. Then we have the secret floor. I used quite a bit of keys. I think I used around 500 on the Sela and Sundance because I wanted to put together a Sundance for my Kaiser. Unfortunately, I could not reach 99% resistances, but again, I only spent 500 keys, so it's kind of expected. It's fine. And yeah, I have quite a lot of keys actually. I don't know if I want to spend more. I probably will. And yeah, next update, we're going to have a rework of most of the ignition weapons in theory. So you should be saving the keys to just see which sets become broken, and then you farm those. But Sundance, I think, will still remain the best for basic attack damage dealers like Kaiser. So this is pretty safe. They're going to buff it. It's going to be only better. And I don't think any other set will come close to this one for basic attack damage dealing units. So if you're building a Kaiser, it's safe to use some keys. If you're not, maybe it's better to wait just to see what they do with the other sets. And yeah. Other things, Guardian Test, whatever, do them weekly, but there is nothing much. And yeah, I think that's more or less the status of my account. Regarding the events and the shops, let me first go over the Pioneer shop that we have here. For this one, I only bought these green Revolution fragments because I'm in need to get a lot of units to Revolution 5, so I bought those. It's fairly cheap, it's like 20,000 of these, so it's nothing, it's like 20 of these tickets is pretty irrelevant. And also, I'm not gonna buy the Secret Recruitment Invitation D because I don't like the pool of units that they provided. Sure, that one is great. It's probably going to be better than Kaiser, or at least this Kaiser, but you cannot Rainbow 5 that unit. So if my dog one cannot get at least to Orange 4, it's not going to be worth it. So I'm not even going to bother. I will just leave her there. Maybe in the future, we'll see. For now, I will just skip this banner, and we're going to see which units are featured and my opinion on them in a second. But yeah, just know that on my free-to-play account, I will not be exchanging for those. I might exchange for this because this is just going to be 25,000, slightly more expensive. And I definitely need more of this because as soon as my Kaiser gets to Rainbow 5, I will need 900 plus 1400 for Revolution 6 because I do want the basic attack pierce on Kaiser. I will try first without it because she already has it in Revolution 5 and 4, but it could be good. So we'll see. I might need more, so I might buy those. This one is also not too bad, but 9,000 for only 100. I don't really care. I'm not even using it that much. Early on, you won't take a lot of units to Revolution 6, so it hardly matters. This one, on the other hand, is really good, but it's too expensive. 5,000 for 54,000 Pioneer Remnants is really expensive. I do buy it all the time on my main account, but that's because, I generate way more remnants than what I need to use because I don't have to exchange for these tickets. So I do buy them on my main account, but on this one, it's literally too much. You can buy it if you decide not to go for the tickets, because on average you will generate around 200k, a bit more maybe, over the span of 2 weeks, and you need 300k for this. If you skip it one time, you can afford to spend like 100,000 of these remnants and still have enough in the next rotation to get all the tickets. So I could do it, but I don't want to. All the other things kind of irrelevant for my free-to-play account, but obviously on my main account I always buy the Loot XP, both of them insane value, really cheap and really good stuff. Also the loot coins, I tend to buy them. Shinsu, no, it's entirely worthless. I'm not buying that. These ones are kind of expensive and I'm not buying them. So don't buy the keys. I think it's stupid. This one could be somewhat fine, but it's also kind of expensive, so I'm not buying that either. These ones are also expensive, and that's a shame because it would be so good, but I don't know. It feels expensive. Still, if you are in desperate need of these resources for your true essence, you might go ahead and do it. Do not ever buy the announcement extracts. Like all of these, I don't even know why they placed them here. They are absolute traps. Don't do that. Worthless. This one, also kind of too expensive. 72,000 for what? 3,000 data shards? That's shit. So don't buy that either. And yeah, that's kind of the idea. Just buy the green mats when you need them. Is super cheap, so it's okay. Orange ones, I would not do it. You can buy these ones. It's only 9,000 for 100. Purple is quite decent. Then the next priority would be these ones that are not going to be that expensive, and that would be fine. And then all of these, if you need them, obviously, these are your priority. If the current rotation sucks, you can skip them and buy the things I just mentioned. So that's kind of the idea. Now, talking about the secret recruitment area, let's go over it real quick. So the units we have are the ones that I just mentioned, Ren, which is better if you don't pull for him. Then we have Viol, also outdated kind of unit, so definitely not worth pulling for. Karaka, kind of acceptable at Orange 4, but I rarely find myself using him, so I don't think I would recommend him. He's working, he's good, but he's not a unit you will really use that frequently. Then we have Yuri, which I think is the best option if you don't need the DPS. If you need the DPS, go Dawn if you can get her to a point where she's actually worth using. So at the very least, I would say Orange 4. If you cannot get her there, you can get closer to max investment, but no, I wouldn't waste the tickets. And the other units would be Yuri. She's amazing at Orange 4. You need the Orange 4 for the HP recovery block. Once you have that, it's going to really help your Charm Ray team, your Ghostan team at times if you want to play with them. So there are going to be some units that have insane early burst and will use the 20-second HP recovery block that she provides, because that one is AoE and unremovable. Really, really good stuff. I really like that. I use her all the time on my main account, but yeah, she needs Orange 4. I cannot get her to Orange 4 unless I'm lucky, so I'm not even going to exchange the tickets. Now, I got already the 100 tickets from the Pocket Certificate here. So you might be wondering, who did you pull for? I pulled for that one, and she's 0 dupes, which means I only got the PT copy. So what can I do? 100 tickets down the drain. I was hoping maybe to get her, like if I got let's say 2 Darwin plus the PT, I might have said, you know what, I could exchange the tickets. Maybe with the remaining 300, I could get it to 3 red or something. No, I got only PT, so yeah, that I'm done with this banner. I'm not gonna pull on it, and that's about it. Then what else do we have to cover? We have the 1000 Suspendium Shop. This one, in my situation, I would not recommend anyone to pull on it because I really have too little an amount of Suspendium. But I did buy this because I wanted the extra green mats. And yeah, that's 2000 Suspendium down the drain, but it's okay, I guess. This one is also kind of tempting, but so far I have enough of it, I think, for a couple of nodes, so I'm happy with it. I don't want to buy anything else. This one would be good, but I'm not buying it. This one is trash. Like most of the things in this shop are pretty bad. The one that have the lower amount of like times you can buy them, like this revolution pack that you can only buy 2 times, is pretty good. Also, this one that you can only buy 2 times is pretty good. The keys are not bad value, but I wouldn't spend that much to spend on them, and you still get a lot of keys anyway. Random SSR, random SSR plus kind of suck, too expensive, and again, it's random. You're not really going to get a lot of value out of it. The crystals, I think we're getting enough crystals that you don't really have to buy them with Suspendium, so I would avoid them. Announcement extracts, every time you see them, just dodge them, they're shit. Then we have the ignition weapon mats to level them up. With the Barry situation, I don't think you need to level up ignition weapons, so these are also kind of not worth going for. And yeah, that's more or less the situation for the 1000 Suspendium Shop. And yeah, let me see what else do I have to mention. I think there is not much left. There is just the Revolution Room that I still haven't started, but I will also get some hopefully decent like Revolution mats out of this. The amounts are pretty low, but it's still acceptable. Obviously, they add up if you can clear multiple stages. I don't know how high I can get with the free-to-play account. Hopefully, I can get at least to room like 250-ish. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, it would be dope. I could get some decent Revolution mats out of it. So I'd be really happy, but we'll see. It's definitely a really nice event to have, and I will try my best to reach a decent point here. And the only thing that I think is left to talk about is the trial event. So I still have not used Alphine here. My idea for this is that I want to get Kaiser to Rainbow 5 to be in the best possible situation or like position to leverage the 3 days as much as I can and have both Alphine Rainbow 5 and Kaiser Rainbow 5 that will help me get as many floor clears as I possibly can. If I use her now, I'm in a kind of suboptimal phase that I have to rely on a non-maxed out Kaiser. I'm not at my best, so I might not get that much value out of the trial, so I'm waiting. But yeah, definitely Alphine, I'm expecting her to bring some like decent durability and also decent utility to my teams, and hopefully will help me clear a lot more. I'm not gonna rely on her for damage, obviously. She's kind of weak at that, but I could use the early grouping and conceal that she provides. Maybe also on this team, I really like to use Alphine with Gustang, and I could remove everyone else. I can just do a 2-man team, and they would do great. So I can recycle Nare and Anna in other teams. That's kind of the plan. I don't know if it's going to be a good enough one. Or maybe I can use Alphine with my Revolution Bomb. That could also be an option. Like in this exact kind of team, I think would be pretty decent. And then I can use Stormray somewhere else. So yeah, those are kind of the ideas. I'm not planning on using her with Kaiser. I don't think there is enough like going on between the two to use them together. I definitely could just replace Albelda with Alphine, and this would be probably be too busted. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would do that. And this is likely going to be the best position, or this one. I'm going to use either with Revolution Bomb or Gusten, one of the two options. And yes, guys, that's all for my free-to-play account progression, my kind of ideas on what to do next. And yeah, I will just be pushing a bit and saving for anniversary, and hopefully we can max out also the new EX unit. I have not shown, I think, how many black market tickets I have. I only have 128, so kind of sad. But yeah, that's all, guys. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.